All right, Mr. Taliaferro, how's everybody doing out there? Welcome to Game 6. As you know by now, the Toronto Raptors are headed to the NBA Finals after they beat the Milwaukee Bucks. So let's just get into the highlight, ladies and gentlemen, and then we'll come back with commentary and reaction as the Drizzy Drake led, well, actually not Drake, but the Kawhi Leonard led Toronto Raptors are heading to a place that franchise has never been to. The NBA Finals. Let's just get into it. Out the gate, just like most games in this series, the Milwaukee Bucks came out firing. Nice pass there from Bledsoe inside to Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Greek Freak jams it home over Pascal Siakam. It's 18-16. The Bucks, Mike Budenholzer and company, made an adjustment to their lineup. They inserted Enes Ilyasova, I hope I got that right, probably did not, into the starting lineup over Mirotic. He drilled 1-3. Nice block from Giannis. We're going to swing that thing around. Find your partner around and around. Ilyasova, pump fake, gets his spot, drills the two. So Ilyasova out the gate, making a big impact for that Bucks team. It's a 15-point game. Fred VanVleet joins this game. He had 3 good games back to close this series out. Every time the Bucks got out to a big run, the Raptors by the end of the quarter would slowly creep into the basketball game. Kawhi Leonard, that tough 2 over Lopez. If he got that switch over Lopez, it was barbecue chicken. Drake approves, Giannis does not. 9-point game here with 3:20 to go in the second quarter. It's more Kawhi. This time, drilling the 3. Boy, has he been the heart and soul of this Raptors team during this run. Nice pass from Fred VanVleet to Serge Ibaka, who had a big game as well. He came on late in this series. Now Leonard backing down, finding VanVleet one more time. It's a 2-point game in Toronto. Jurassic Park is booming. In the third now, Bucks make another big run. It's Giannis Antetokounmpo for 3. The Greek Freak drills that one. Other end now. 57-49 is the score. Kawhi Leonard finds Marc Gasol for 3. 5-point game in Toronto. You knew this one would be good down the stretch. You just didn't know how good. Giannis goes coast to coast. No foul is called. Scores the deuce. The Greek Freak had 21 points, 11 rebounds. That probably was his easiest 2 of the night. He went 7 for 18 from the field. Again, I told you the Bucks would gain more momentum. Kyle Lowry playing good defense on Chris Middleton. It doesn't matter with the shot clock going down. Middleton drills the 3. He had 14 points in this basketball game. The Bucks are right back up 15. They had a 15-point lead in the first. They go back up 15 at the end of the third. Look, it's only 2 minutes to go in the third. Again, Bucks are up 15 right now. This lead is going to evaporate in these last 2 minutes as Kawhi goes and 1. 12-point game. More Kawhi popping. If he gets Lopez in that switch, it is barbecue chicken, man. 10-point game now. Raptors making, again, another one of these late quarter runs. Kawhi looking fine, and Serge Ibaka, one of Kawhi Leonard's 7 big assists in this basketball game. He also had 17 rebounds, 27 points. We'll get to him more shortly. Powell drills the 3 to start the 4th. There's a big spot for the Raptors as Kawhi Leonard takes his break on the bench to start the 4th, and the Raptors only got better with Kawhi out the game. Big dunk from Serge Ibaka. Now, again, when you need a basket, Giannis can't deliver. Your best player misses. Other end we go. VanVleet to Siakam for 2. The Raptors have the lead. Kawhi, I'm about to get back in this game. Kawhi will return, obviously. And when he came back, it was time for the Raptors to say goodbye to the Bucks and send them fishing for the summer. VanVleet, another big 3. Other end, Giannis. Where can he go, ladies and gentlemen? I mean, your best player can't get you a basket in the 4th quarter. That's a problem. It's a 6-point game with 6:50 to go. Lowry with the big steal. Looking fine, and Kawhi Leonard goes right at the Greek Freak Giannis Antetokounmpo for the huge left-handed jam. Man versus man. Kawhi wins that battle. Giannis will get a little get back in a second. We'll show that soon. Let's keep this highlight moving. Giannis finally gets me a basket. Makes it a 1-point game, but the only way he can score is by open layups and dunks at the rim. That's a problem. With 3 minutes to go, Kawhi Leonard is showing that he can score a plethora of ways. He drills that 3. The Raptors are up 3 now with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Kawhi Leonard tries to stuff it on Giannis. No, but right there, Pascal Siakam with the putback lay-in. Giannis not getting a lot of help from his teammates defensively. Nice block from Giannis, but Pascal Siakam with the lay-in. It's a 5-point game. Again, look at this Bucks offense. It is ISO ball. The Bucks needed the Raptors to miss a free throw. Pascal would make the first free throw, miss the second, but they couldn't get the rebound, is the Bucks. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, that's all she wrote. The Toronto Raptors are going to the NBA Finals as they now know they will take on the Golden State Warriors Thursday. Let me say this quick note, and then we'll talk about the series previously that we just saw played out there. Remember this, one big factor. The Warriors do not have home court. Both the Raptors and the Bucks had better records than the Warriors did in the regular season. So remember that big factor. Unlike the last few years, the Warriors will be heading to Toronto for games 1 and 2 of the NBA Finals. And if it gets to 7 games, it would be in Toronto that 7th game is played. Also, remember this, Kevin Durant is already out for game 1 of the NBA Finals. And I'm hearing that KD might not play in the finals at all. So I just wanted to put that out there. We'll talk more about the NBA Finals in the next few days. Please subscribe to your boy if you have not done so. We got a lot of finals coverage coming. Anywho, I wanted to talk about this series here. What was the biggest difference since for me? Honest to God truth, to me it came down to 2 people. Eric Bledsoe and Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Toronto Raptors' ability to lack off of them or play off of both of those guys, to me, was the X factor. It allowed them to stick on like a guy like Brook Lopez. It allowed a guy like Kawhi Leonard to cheat defensively. If Eric Bledsoe had the basketball, Kawhi could kind of camp out in the lane, help off of him, guys were able to help on Giannis in the lane if Eric Bledsoe was at the top of the key dribbling. They literally dared Eric Bledsoe to beat them in this series with his jumper, and he has not shown us any capability of doing that. I'm looking at Eric Bledsoe like he just got away with one of the biggest heists in NBA history. Remember, Eric Bledsoe signed, a 4-year, $74 million deal, something like that, right before the end of the regular season. And that looks like he got a million or two too much, right? Because now you look at this team, and Chris Middleton's a free agent. Malcolm Brogdon's set to get paid soon. Do you want to give both those guys the money that you already gave Eric Bledsoe a lot of money? Middleton's going to make way more money than Bledsoe got when Bledsoe was a non-factor. If you cannot shoot in the NBA in 2019, it is tough to keep you on the basketball court. Like Fred VanVleet, think about it, right? Fred VanVleet can't play a lick of defense. That's not why he's on the basketball court, but he can shoot. And in 2019, offense matters more than 2-pointers matter. So you got a guy like Fred VanVleet on the court for the Raptors and a guy like Bledsoe on the court for the Bucks. I mean, literally, Mike Budenholzer at a lot of points in this series had to go with George Hill over Bledsoe because though George Hill is nowhere near the athlete that an Eric Bledsoe is, somebody's got to be able to shoot the basketball. Giannis is getting doubled, right? There's so much attention being given to Giannis Antetokounmpo because Bledsoe can't shoot. And to take it a step further, speaking of not being able to shoot, Giannis and his inability to shoot the basketball. See, to me, Giannis was dominant to the point where I'm not going to knock him like Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons didn't look like he got better. He didn't look like he got better at anything, right? He was already a phenomenal passer, a phenomenal dribbler. He didn't look like he got better at anything from last year to this year. Giannis Antetokounmpo got much better. He's the MVP of the league for a reason, right? Like, he got better. So I just want to put that out in the atmosphere. I'm not going to clown Giannis, or we ain't going to go in on Giannis for not being able to shoot. If I know anything about that brother, he's going to take this very, very personal, and he ain't going to leave that gym. As I shoot this video, I'm watching the press conference here. Giannis Antetokounmpo just walked up in the middle of his press conference with him and Chris Middleton doing interviews. He's angry. He's upset. I like that. He's probably leaving the game right now and going to the gym. That's the type of work ethic he has. He'll find a jumper. I'm not upset with that. But he's going to need guys around him that can shoot. And I'm not so sure Eric Bledsoe's going to ever find a jumper. So in regards to the Bucks, they had a good year. Just like the Trailblazers, they're going to look back at this series and think, damn, we dominated a lot of quarters, but we still lost the series. That comes down to not closing out quarters correctly. A lot of times the Bucks were up like 12, 13, 15 points. And then somehow, some way, by the end of the quarter, they were only up 6-5, which allowed the Raptors to carry a lot of that momentum heading into the next quarter and take leads, right? Like, that happened in probably pretty much every game in this series, right? The Raptors stole in my opinion, game 3. And from there on, they gained that momentum. And they just took this thing full throttle. And they find themselves in the NBA Finals winning 4 straight games. Let's just talk about the Raptors here. I don't want to talk about Drake. All right? I want to talk about how this team, from the president, Masai Ujiri, I want to talk about how he took chances. Think about it. Drafting a guy like Powell, right? Taking a chance on Fred VanVleet, who was undrafted. Trading for Ibaka. What else did he do? Traded for Marc Gasol at the deadline. He traded Jonas Valanciunas, by the way, a very respected figure in that Toronto area was Jonas Valanciunas. He was respected. Trading, obviously the big trade, trading DeMar DeRozan for Kawhi Leonard. Toronto was not happy about that move. Obviously, Kawhi, there were rumors that he wanted to be in that Los Angeles with the Clippers or the Lakers, and they knew they were getting him for a rental. But with DeMar DeRozan, you capped out. Masai Ujiri was very upset at how that Raptors team performed versus the Cleveland Cavaliers with pretty much just LeBron James last year, and that was it for him. He made a conscious effort in his mind, I don't care what he told DeMar DeRozan, that he was going to get this team better, no matter what. He said, I'm going to get this team better. We're going to be back, and we're going to compete. And that's what he did. He got that team better by trading DeMar DeRozan, who's a star in this league, for a superstar. There's only a handful of superstars in this league, and Kawhi Leonard proves that he is one of those guys. 27, 17, and 7 in a closeout game for his Raptors team. He's instilling confidence in the guys like Kyle Lowry, Marc Gasol, whose jumper was shot towards the beginning of the playoffs. He's now confidently making jumpers. I mean, literally, Fred VanVleet's game was shot games 1, 2, and 3 of this season. He had been bad pretty much the entire playoffs. Now he's playing ball. Look at how Powell is playing off Kawhi Leonard. This team is legit, man. I don't know what Warrior fans think this is going to be a pushover, but it's not. This is going to be a legit series, especially without Kevin Durant playing. Kawhi Leonard's going to be able to guard Steph Curry. You know, this Raptors team is legit. Look, they might still lose Kawhi Leonard this summer. It's probably a good chance they're going to still lose Kawhi. It looked like he got his mind made up on going back into the States and going to California. But I think it was all worth it. Give me one chance to win a ring. We're going to get one chance in the NBA Finals, a legit chance with one of the 3 best players in the NBA right now. Kawhi has been playing out of his mind this playoffs, and he's got all his teammates feeling it too. I've told you pretty much I like my leaders to be vocal. I like leaders who are confrontational. I'm not the biggest fan of the LeBron James type leader. I'm more of a Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan type leader. I like those guys. But LeBron's method works. We also have the Kawhi Leonard method. So LeBron is like passive aggressive, but he will talk to his teammates and lead them on the sidelines. Kobe and Jordan are the in-your-face guys. Kawhi Leonard is the more, I'm not going to talk much at all, for good or for bad, but I'm going to show you by my play on the court. Like, I'm going to just show you by example instead of talking about what I want to do. I just want to get after it and trust my process in the gym and my process in the film room. And that's what he did, and he helped lead this Toronto Raptors team to the NBA Finals. Again, they got home court against the Golden State Warriors. Game 1 Thursday. I'm so excited. Please subscribe to the platform if you have not done so. I thank you guys so much for the time, love, support. I don't take it for granted. Again, congratulations to Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis will be the MVP of the league. I already know through the grapevines that he won the award. They've already voted on it. Just hasn't been released yet. Chris Middleton is a free agent. We'll talk more about the Bucks as well. Chris Middleton, Malcolm Brogdon contracts coming up. Brook Lopez, they had him for what, $2-3 million. He'll be looking to get paid this summer. Congrats to the Bucks on a great season. They fall 2 games short of a trip to the NBA Finals. And congratulations to the Toronto Raptors, who won 4 games straight and are now taking on the Warriors in the NBA Finals. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
All the kids, they are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
Taliaferro.
Mr. Taliaferro. Shout out to Mr. Taliaferro.
You're watching Mr.Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV. Here with the triple B's. You can't do nothing but win.